following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Create the perfect relationship between you and your body. Treat your body with all love, honor, gratitude, and respect. When you make it a goal to adore your body and accept yourself completely, you are learning to have the perfect relationship with anyone else you are with. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 12, NASDAQ up 23, S&P's down 2, gold contract flat at $12.11 an ounce, silver up 6 cents at $17.60 an ounce, platinum up $4.90 at $9.99.90 an ounce. How about that? I like that. Copper down a penny and a half at $2.71 a pound. Light sweet crude up 86 cents, $53.67 a barrel. Bonds, 10-year note down 5 ticks, 124.10. 30-year bond off 12 ticks, 150.15. King dollar up 134 ticks, 99.625. The euro's at 107, and the yen is trading at 113.05. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We go over and we take a look at the SPY. What you're going to see here in the SPY, folks, is this. You're got a sideways market. You've done 55 million shares. Yesterday, we go downtown with 75 million. That 75 million was going into 79. Bottom line, you're building cars to get into lower price, and I expect the SPY wants to get into this 224.83 mark. Dow Industrials. What do we have with the Dow Industrials? Dow Industrials, same type of setup. In fact, when we go to the indice volume, what you're going to see yesterday, folks, is that you had an expansion of volume that was dramatic at lower prices yesterday. So bottom line, what you have out here today, you get a bounce. You get a bounce on light volume, and you have a market that can't hold price. It looks like the Dow Industrials have just set up a small ABC structure on the way down. Let's see, so you get 20,125 as your high, and you got 784, 19,784. That's a pretty decent one, man. You know, you got a couple $100, and so we'll see how this shakes out. That'll bring you down to 19,700, which would make sense because the swing level, the lowest swing level from the 14th is 19,677. The composite, NASDAQ composite, we take a look at the composite. Composite right now is up $23. You're at 56.38. And if we also look at the composite, we look at the volume characteristic, this is going to be a close call. Yeah, we're going to do 2 billion. So we went down with 2 billion yesterday. We're going to be up with 2 billion today. Gold contract. What do you have at gold? Gold wants higher price, folks. Gold has a couple ABC structures on the way up. You are at 12.11 right now, and this is a nice setup, man. This is like they couldn't drive it down out here today. You have volume of 207,000 contracts. The 207's going to 247 from yesterday. This thing wants to drive on up to these 1259 area. Right now, you're at 12.11. We go take a look at the silver contract. Same type of setup in the silver contract. Silver actually broke topside yesterday. Yeah, silver did an ABC up. Silver's an ABC up. That broke out yesterday. Has price, has volume. Silver's on its way up to this $19.10 area. It's an ABC, a confirmed ABC up to 18 and some change. Bottom line, it wants higher price. Bonds. We go take a look at the bond market. What we have with the 10-year first. 10-year contract out here. Also a nice setup. This is what the setup is. The setup in the bonds, kind of like the setup in gold. And what you have is this, is that you had a rejection of lower price out here today. We got down to the price point of 123.29. You're at 124.10. You've done 1.4 million contracts versus 2.1 million contracts yesterday. Nice setup. This is saying this 10-year wants to run number one to 125.13. What I expect you're actually going to see is the 127.07. 127.07 is the low of November 9th. That's on the 10-year. We go back over and we take a look at the 30-year. What you have with the 30-year, same type of setup, rejection of lower price, had lighter volume, all of the above. Right now, the 30-year today got down to 149.23. Right now, we're trading at 150.14. We've done 252,000 contracts versus the 338. Sweet setup. Rejects lower price, has lighter volume. Going to finish at the highs of the day. Pretty cool. King dollar. What do you have with King dollar? King dollar, folks, got taken apart. It's an ABC structure on the way down. Broke the B point with conviction. Price, volume, all of the above. King dollar's at 99.660. Yesterday, it took this B point out, and it took it out with a vengeance. You did 57,000 contracts versus 35,000. Bottom line, King dollar's making its way down to the 96 area. And what I expect you're going to see here, if we put this on a continuous contract, what you have is good old King dollar. You know, we took off from the 95 area, and let's see, right there. Yeah, okay, so 95, November 4th, we're at 95, 905. Bottom line, you're already at 99,670. This thing's going right back to 99,905. And if we have one more day like this, that this comes down, you know, because, see, today, what you had out here today, folks, you've already moved down about 300 ticks from where we were. And if we get down 300 ticks tomorrow, let me just see this for a second. 1 second. Because this is going to get kind of cool. Let's see if I do it this way. So if we get down to, this is going to be wild. It's not much. 98,360. Okay, so it's like another 1,300 ticks. Another 1,300 ticks down, and I can make the case you're going to 91,880. Bottom line, dollar is toast. Get the peanut butter, get the jelly, get all of the above. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Some of the higher volume stocks out here today. Apple's the mover. Apple's up $9. You got Microsoft down $1.12. Pitney Bowes is off $270. You got U.S. Steel. Oh, U.S. Steel is toast too, by the way. Steel companies, I guess we don't need any more steel. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 20. You get the Nasdaq up 25. S&P's a flat. After the close out here, we are going to have Facebook come out with numbers. Facebook right now is trading up 258 at 132.97. So let's take a look at this and see what we have. Oh, it's pushing with volume. What a trip. Okay. That's saying Facebook wants higher price. Yeah, swing point up here. Okay, 20 million shares traded the 26th at 133.14. You're pushing that with 27 million. Well, let me see the larger swing point. So last week we did, this is a tough one. Okay, so check this out. So we came off the highs in November with 182 million. Well, first off, what we did is this. We made a high with 85 million. Then we came off the high with 182. Bottom line, this is going to be interesting. So on the daily, it's pushing a swing point and pushing with volume. So that gives you a probability that it wants to go higher. On the weekly, however, bottom line is that this is an equity that wants to go lower. Now when that happens, I wouldn't trade it either way coming into this number. But it's going to be intriguing seeing exactly what happens here, because we went into the high last week with 90 million, the high at 85, and then you came off it with 182. That's pretty intense. That's saying that little baby, can get down. It's got plenty of support at 120, 117, around there. So we'll see where that shakes out. Amazon tomorrow. Amazon's going to be coming out with numbers tomorrow, and Amazon's going to have to get some juice under it. We're right at the highs, and it did have some good juice on. Let's see. I got lost. I was traveling. Is today Tuesday, Wednesday? What day is today? Tuesday? Wednesday. Okay. So on Monday, Amazon actually was pretty good. It rejected lower price, start pushing into the high with juice. Now it would have to basically get some more juice tomorrow in order to get up to higher price. UPS is just getting toasted and roasted. UPS yesterday gapped down on its numbers, and they delivered a lot of packages, but their problem was the aspect of delivering them to so many houses that their expenses went up. And I suspect what you have out here today is that Amazon today just signed a 50-year lease. So check this out. This is pretty intense. Yeah, and Kentucky. So Amazon plans to invest $1.49 billion and build a large air cargo hub in northern Kentucky. Bottom line, they're totally serious about this whole business. The world's biggest online retailer signed a 50-year lease for about 900 acres of property from Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky International Airport. You know, close in size to the global hubs of top cargo carriers. Bottom line, Amazon's new site compares with 1,200 acres for UPS as in Louisville, 900 in Memphis for FedEx. Amazon is handling more shipment in-house so it can deliver packages to customers faster. Bottom line is that FDX, let's go see what good old FedEx is doing. Not as bad, though. See, FedEx is just, FedEx is holding tight here. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at a few of these other commodities out here. Let's see. So we got, where's the good oil? Oh, so oil is up 1.3%. Gas is up 1.4%. We're going to have gas numbers tomorrow. We had oil numbers out here today. Oil's traded at 53.52. And this is 53. This is interesting. So oil, folks, has to stay, in order to get the higher price, you know, above the 53.66 level. And it's having a hard time doing that. Let's see where we stand out here today with. So you get the bounce out here. Yeah, the bounce has good volume too, though. Okay, so it's got a shot to do it. You know, right now, it still needs another 10 cents to get up and over that level, but it does have a shot to do it. If we go over to the XLE and we take a look at the XLE, XLE is still having problems. XLE hadn't been able to hold price since the high that was established out here on the December 12th at 78. Right now, you're at 72. ExxonMobil, that's been one of the culprits. Exxon's down another $1.15 today. This equity has gone from 93 down to 82. And it looks to me, let's see. Okay, so she's going after, now Exxon has a high volume swing she's going after anyway. That's at 82.31. We hit 82.54. The danger here for a good old ExxonMobil is that this is like building cars to break down. You know, it's already broken somewhat, but it looks to me like Exxon wants to run back to 75. See Chevron. Now Chevron was much stronger, but then Chevron did gap down. Chevron's trading 111.11, and it looks like you got game here. I see it's just filling a gap first. Okay, 110.84, it had hit, and 109.72 was to fill that gap. But Chevron also looks like it wants to go to 105.03. What we did have, you know, when I was opening the show out here, I was talking about the volume that came in yesterday. Heavy volume came in this market yesterday, folks. When you look at the NYSE did 1.1 billion shares as it moved to lower price. You had the Nasdaq Composite did 2 billion. You know, so that is a big heads up in the context that was the first expansion of volume that we did have in quite a while. Now, what also happened is that the NASDAQ in particular, that end up rejecting lower price, but because you had an expansion of volume, your probability is pretty good that you're going to go right back downtown. The banks, let's go take a look at the banks. So inside the XLF, XLF out here got to a price point today of 23.60. You're at 23.34, and there's not enough buyers here. You know, there haven't been enough sellers, but there's certainly not enough buyers. You know, you're going into big numbers, man. You're going into 142 million, 116 million, and you get 62 million, and you haven't been able to hold the highs of yesterday. XAU and the HUI, what you have with the XAU right now, XAU rejected lower price out here today. We had Yeah, you had good volume yesterday, man. This is sweet. So volume yesterday was at 42 million, and you're going into 49 million. Rejected lower price out here today. That wants higher price. You take a look at the Gold Bugs Index. Gold Bugs Index, it's trading 207.87. That had monster volume yesterday. Sweet. That had 28 million. 28 million is going into 28 million. Good setup. Nice setup, man. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials right now. Where is she? There she is. Dow Industrials are up 26. Nasdaq's up 27. S&Ps are flat. We're going to be right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 24. The Nasdaq's up 29. S&P's are flat. Let's go to Mike in Somerville. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, Tommy, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing good, buddy. I want to say Happy New Year in person because I haven't talked to you since that email I sent you on, I don't know if it was Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve. And,
I know. I missed your call. I know that. And I seen it. And you know what happened is that I was just signing it off. That's what was happening. Do you know what I mean? I'm sorry.
No, you were doing an awesome recap, buddy.
Yeah.
And I was like horrified because I'm like, oh, geez, I want to listen to what he's talking about. I don't even want him to answer my call right now because you were doing like like a yearly recap. You know what I mean?
You are too funny, man. No, I know. I know. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Then the guy comes on and goes, "Oh, it looks like he's not going to get you." And then I said, "Oh, I just I was all sentimental and stuff." And I said, "I got to email him." I never even emailed you, so I said, "I got to email him and say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year." And anyways, that's what happened.
I appreciate it, man. So hey, you getting ready for the Pats?
Oh, Tom, you, buddy, it's just crazy waiting for it, buddy. It's crazy waiting for it. You know what I mean?
I bet. Yeah.
These 2 weeks is a killer, especially when your team's in it, and it's your team too. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
You.
Oh, it's gonna be great, man! I can't wait. No, it should be a good game too, man. So it's crazy, folks, is that Ryan went to BC, so it's gonna get interesting, man. You know what I mean? I think we're gonna do fine. Meaning Brady will do them up, but I think it's gonna be a good game too, man. You know.
Tom, I saw in his interview the other day, and with Brady, when he gets all with his wife and things ain't going right, I don't think he plays well. And he had the eye of the tiger, and when he was talking to fans on the news the other day, and when he's got that eye of the tiger, buddy, he's the best. Nobody
man, his eyes are crazy. They're great, but aren't they amazing? They really are, man. I agree, man.
Yeah.
I love looking at that. Those eyes are like, whoa, man. It's like, Here I come. Yeah.
You can see when he's got the fire. Exactly.
Yeah.
When he's got the fire, he's the best. But sometimes, hey, you never know what's going on in somebody's life, Tom. You know what I mean?
No doubt, man.
So if everything's going good at home and he's got the fire, then we have a real good chance. That's the bottom line.
Oh, man, I love you. You're too funny. What are you going to look at?
This one I want to look at is Larry had a girl that recommended this a long time ago, and it went crazy. It went up to like 120. And I've been watching it ever since. And I was just wondering what your thoughts are on it, because it's taking a hit today, and it took one like a week ago, and it bounced $10 off last week. And I'm just wondering if there's any chance of it bouncing again.
Okay, let's take a look. It's ACIA, Arcadia Communications. They design, develop, manufacture, market communication equipment, high-speed optical interconnect products for cloud infrastructure operators. Okay, so the low's $27 for the year. The high's $128. Oh, I see what a trip this is. Okay. Okay, so let's bring this back.
Yeah, Tom, Larry had some lady that come on. I want to say it was a year ago at the beginning of this whole thing, and she called that thing, and
Okay.
So I'll give Larry had a lot of credit. Anybody that jumped into it back then, you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, I wouldn't bite just yet. Okay, so watch what you have here. You start out. Let's see, May of 2016. No, of 2016. You're at $29. You go straight up to 124. You stay up there for 4 months, and then you come straight down to 61. Now this is breaking. See, as soon as it's at 54.80. As soon as it got it to 54.90, this thing can go to 45, Mike, pretty easy. I just wait, because at 45, I mean, it would look to me that it would be pretty cool. Well, even if it was to be a dead cat bounce, it doesn't have to go back to its highs, but at 45, you could get a bounce to 63. And where I'm going with that is this. 45 is the low of the month of, of the week of July 15th. Of July of 2016, rather. So it's the second week of July. That's the low of the July. And then the bounce would get you to the low of where it was going up of August. That would be a dead cat bounce, but that would be a good risk reward in place at that level.
You see what it did? I think it was like last week. It just went like from 56, and then it went back to like 68 or something like that.
I can see that. I can see that. Now watch what was happening there. So if you're watching Tiger TV, folks, okay, it did. It went from 56, and like 12 days later it was 68. Now the 68, if you just put your crosshairs on that, you're going to see what stopped it dead in its tracks. It's from the downdraft from the 27th of October. That's when it went from 88 to 72, and it had 8.5 million shares. That's ICE. Okay. That's how ICE is set up there. So, but now you're breaking down again. So.
All right. Listen, one more thing, Tom. I'm missing you guys because I'm not able to listen to you on that on the app anymore. I can only listen to you on like the website now.
Oh, no. The app's back up, man. Try it again. We got it up.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
and I apologize, folks. The app was down 2 days. Moby was down because the server blew up on us, but it's back up again.
All right, kid. Thank you.
Awesome, man. Have a great one.
Okay.
Have a safe one. You like that accent, folks? I love hearing that accent, man. That is a classic Boston accent, man. That is the ultimate, I'm telling you. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume stocks in this market. We get, let's see, Advanced Micro is got a bid underneath it. That's up 1.5, $1.50 rather. In fact, I got to swap gears on you. We got to go over the IBB for a second. So the IBB yesterday caught a bid, light volume though. Yeah, this is still in a consolidation. And this still wants lower price. So the IBB yesterday went from 267 to 279. You're going into the downdraft from the 11th, and that's where we went from 286 to 275. So there's no action there. We'll go back to the. You have Ford. Ford is off 5 cents. You got Microsoft down $1. Let's see what's going on with good old Microsoft. Microsoft MS come out with their numbers, good numbers, couldn't hold price. This is a big heads up, man. So check this out. Microsoft, come out with their numbers, good numbers, gets over the high, has volume, has it all, and then just gives up 64.10, like quickly. Okay, so this, folks, is a big heads up for the market in general. Because Microsoft technically looks good, fundamentally it is good, and it can't hold price. That says quite a bit. And what that's saying is that someone's selling Microsoft, and it's someone big that's selling Microsoft in order to drive that. I'm not saying that they're certainly not driving it lower just on purpose. They're just selling it. That's all it comes down to. But that's a big heads up in the context of where we are in the marketplace, because that would be one of the strongest stocks in the marketplace. They come out with their numbers, good numbers. Technically, it's set up good, and guess what? Sells off and can't hold higher price. That's a big heads up. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now up 28, NASDAQ up 29, S&Ps are up 1. And none of these indices, NASDAQ can still hold price. The rest of the indices, they're selling, folks. They're selling, taking their money and saying, see ya, don't want to be ya. We're going to be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over to U.S. Steel. So U.S. Steel's had a heck of a run, folks. Right now, from low to high this year, $6.67 to $39.14. That being said, bottom line is that the U.S. Steel is going to have some problems here. So what do we do out here today? Yeah, this is an ABC down. This is going to be, let's see, 23 million. Yeah, it's 25 million. Okay, so what you have is this, is that you have U.S. Steel takes off November 2nd. $17 flat up, straight up to 39. Goes sideways, then gives it up today on price, breaks a small B point, does it on volume, and right now you get 39, 31, you get about $8, which will get you down to 25. And 25 is a gap wide open, that's with some volume. So U.S. Steel wants lower price. AKS, let's see what's going on with AKS. Same setup, man. And AKS actually had led it. That's AK Steel. That had gone from a price point of $4.93, gets up to 11, trading at 770 right now. This is breaking down with volume, too. This is going to fill that gap. So we'll see what's happening in the steel business, but evidently whatever the market thought was going to happen is not happening. Let's go to Mike in Colorado. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. I wanted to talk to you about Apple real quick. I'm looking at the charts for the daily and the weekly, and it looks like it's going to fail on price, on volume for the daily and the weekly compared to that April 2015 high. I thought I'd point that out.
Yeah, I see that. I wouldn't be short in Apple right now. Here, let me pull this back for a second. 1 second. So, because it has price spread and everything out here today. So, April, you're looking at... right there, May 1st. 124. Yeah, you're 420 million. Yeah, what the way to trade Apple, right? Okay, so you have wide price spread today. You have some volume behind the move. That's saying that it's going to at least test the high, because we're right next to it right now. The high is 134 to 54. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, what you do is you let it test it, because the low of the high in the weekly is 124. The high is 134.54. So you let it test it first. Then if you get a rejection up there, then you can pull the trigger. You know, but the way that it's set up right now, it took a lot of energy to do what it's doing. So your probability does go higher that when it gets up there, it's going to fail. You know, that's kind of how it works. You know, it's like. And
if we.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah. I'm sorry.
So the previous high on April 27th, 2015 looks like it was 129.92. We tested it, went through it, but now we're below it again. Does that mean we're failing on price then, right?
Okay, hold on. Let me get that up. This is on the daily. Let me get
on the daily. 129.92, April 27th, 2015.
Okay.
And we went all the way up to 130 and change, and now we're back under that previous high.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah.
It is cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a nail biter.
Yeah, it is, and that's and so that's what you go from the daily, and then you go to the weekly, and on the weekly you can see that it's already 4 points into that bar, and if you get into that bar, meaning the high bar, your probability is that you're going to test the high, because then that bar is 8 points long, so you're into it for 4. You only have 4 more points to go. It's like, okay, man, it's going to go. The cool thing is that it's used so much energy. So picture, folks, whether you're swimming, biking, racing, whatever it is, and all the energy got used before you got to the end of the race, then you just make the end of the race and that's it. And someone else comes in and ahead of you. Do you know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I look at when this much energy comes out of the equity before you get to the swing point.
Yeah. Thanks, Tom.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. And, of course, after the closeout here, we're going to have Facebook. It's going to be intriguing to see, what kind of growth those guys get going. And particularly, what are the numbers going to be on their videos, folks? Because you remember what Facebook had to do a couple times in the last 3 months is turn around and let advertisers know that, bottom line, that their numbers weren't correct. So, big advertisers, small advertisers, everyone's paying, for advertising out there on Facebook. And the reality is that many of these folks basically weren't getting the numbers that they thought they were getting. That now I'm not quite sure how they corrected it. And I don't think anyone else actually knows that too much either. So it's pretty wild when you put that all together. But I expect that's going to be inside those numbers out there today. We go and take a look at the small cap arena. Now, small caps, folks, what we had is this. So small caps came down hard on Monday. Big volume, all of the above. Yesterday, rejected lower price, still had volume. Today, now you got a rejection of higher price. You have lighter volume. So now the small caps are also generating that it wants into lower price again. Right now, we're at 135 on the IWM. And it looks to me that IWM is game, for the 127.72. 127.72 is the November 11th high. That's how we came off that high. We came off it, with some real good juice, no doubt about that. But then you continued from 127 all the way up to the 138. Light volume, none of the above. Bottom line is that does set up another run down into lower price. If we go overseas and we take a look at overseas, you have the Shanghai will open on Friday. The Nikkei, bottom line is Nikkei has had some heavy volatility out here this week. Nikkei, just went from 19,480. We're at 19,148. And this thing looks like it's still continuing to build cause to get down to the 18,650. The yen, for all you metal traders out here, the yen right now can't handle higher price. And that, that means higher price inside the yen means it gets weaker. Right now at 113.19. And we've been out here since, since the 17th of January. It looks like the yen is going to basically make its way down once again to 105.53, which is pretty intense. The yen is set up kind of like our dollar. So because the dollar went up so quick, the yen also got weaker very quick as the dollar was getting stronger. Now the opposite effect is just taking place. The difference is with the yen versus the dollar. On the dollar, we do have volume, and bottom line is that it's a confirmed ABC structure on the way down. Broke the B point, did it with volume, all of the above. Pops up today, has light volume. That little baby, wants lower price, and I expect that lower price is going to be there pretty good. As and the bond's just the other side of that. The 10-year note and the 30-year bond, that's just the other side. That's rejected lower price, has lighter volume. That thing wants higher price. So the these retracements are going to be pretty intense. The expansion of volume yesterday was dramatic. So we'll see after the close out here today exactly where good old Facebook is going. Because Facebook will put a few points inside the NDX 100, and Facebook is coming out before the futures close. Futures close at 4:15. Facebook is coming out at 4:05. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have right now the Dow up 22, Nasdaq up 27, S&Ps are flat. Inside the Dow, the strength you had out here inside the Dow today was all about Apple. Apple was up 6%. You had DuPont up 0.9, Disney up 0.6. Taken away from it, Microsoft. Microsoft is down 1.7%. United Technologies off 1.3. Verizon 1.3 and Intel 1.2. Point-wise, so check this out. This is pretty cool when you do it this way. So point-wise, Apple, now the Dow's up 22 points. Apple put positive 53 points into the Dow. Just that stock. Goldman has put 8 points in, Disney 0.5. Taken away from it, the culprit out here is United Technologies. That's taken away 10. Travelers has taken away 8. Microsoft 7. Exxon 6. Bottom line is that you can see how one equity can really get some action going. There's no doubt about that. When we go over and we go look at the NDX 100, you're going to see the same thing inside the NDX 100. Apple, 6.4%. That's the mover inside the NDX 100. NVIDIA is number 2 at 4.3. Dish is 3 at 3.5. Taken away from it is ADP. The ADP, remember, we're going to take a look at that and see what the heck's going on there. So ADP, folks, was down 5.7%, or $5.78. And, you know, they come out with their numbers. Bottom line is that the numbers were good, but there's something inside here that you know, bottom line isn't good. Their growth, let's see. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay, they see yearly growth of about 6% now. They saw 7 to 8. Their revenue was a little light. The revenue is the estimate was $3.02 billion. They came in with 2.99. Their earnings per share, though, you know, was up. And you know what happens? The market itself, folks. So the estimate was 81 cents earnings per share. They made 87. But the market will not believe that when your revenue is down. You know, you see how that works? They're claiming that they made 6 more cents than the estimate, but yet their top line revenue is down. Market says, see ya, don't want to, you know, be a. This thing took a dive, man. Now, this is going to be interesting because this is about payrolls, period. You know, so bottom line is that you gapped away from 102. You're at 95 right now, $95.18. And yes, this is probably, here's another false break topside. This is pretty intense. This broke topside November 25th. Huge consolidation. Yeah. And you're making your way. We haven't got back inside it yet. You have to be really back inside like 90. Right now you're at 95. You can make a case somewhat at 95, but 90 would be a better number. The reason I'm saying somewhere at 95, it had jumped up to 95 in July for 3 weeks and then broke down again. But right now, this is not only a breakdown, it's a breakdown with volume off the highs. So it looks like good old ADP is going to be running into lower prices. After the bell out here, of course, we got Facebook's going to be the big one. We got NXP Semiconductors. You have Mid-American Apartment Communities. We have MetLife. We have Avalon Bay Communities, Edward Life Sciences. So there's going to be some action after the close out here, particularly in Facebook. We go over to Facebook again. We take a look at it. You're up 282. You're trading at 113.14. And, you know, on the daily, that's pushing with volume. But on the weeklies, you're coming into this 132.12, and you're over it with light volume. But guess what? That's on a weekly. Plenty of volume can come in. This is going to be wild watching this thing shake out. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming back with some numbers for you. We'll come back with some numbers for you. Stay right there.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Marty in Worcester. Hey, Marty, what's going on?
Hi, Mr. O'Brien. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you been, man?
Not bad.
Good.
In fact, you guys, over the time and with a few of your courses and seminars, you taught me how to fish.
That's a beautiful thing, brother. That's so cool.
Right, yeah, it's true. And so what happens is I still listen all the time, and to not only you, but some of the others.
Sure.
To, get an idea where the fish might be biting.
Yeah.
But as far as your services, they're a bargain. When you compare them to a certain prominent man with real estate courses at $35,000 and no contact with the lecturers afterwards at all, and you think of what you guys do for a few hundred, and you can get access and ask questions forever, it's a great deal.
No, God, we appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let go of self-judgment and blame. Being impeccable, you take responsibility for your actions, but you do not judge or blame yourself for anything. That's a hard one to wrap your head around, man. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 26, NASDAQ up 27, S&P's up 1, gold contract, where is she? Gold contract trading flat, $12.11 an ounce. Silver up 2 cents at $17.54 an ounce. Platinum up $4.50 at $9.99 an ounce. Copper down a penny and a half at $2.71 a pound. Light sweet crude up 74 cents, $53.55 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note down 6 ticks, 124.09. 30-year bond off 12 ticks, 150.15. King dollar up 204 ticks, 99,685. The euro's at 107, and the yen is trading at 113.24. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You have the SPY trading up 12 cents. You did 73 million shares. You got to a high out here today of 228.59. Bottom line, you get a sideways move. Let's see, 228.23, 228.29. That's interesting. Okay, so you actually tested the high of December 14th and failed. 228.23, 142 million shares. You got a 228.59. You did 73 million shares. That's a failure on price, failure on volume. Bottom line, that's saying you have the consolidation up here, but that's saying that we're going to go back downtown. Yesterday, we went to 226.32. Dow Industrials. What do you have with the Dow Industrials? Dow Industrials, sideways move. Dow got to a high today of 19,967. Failed to hold that high. We're up 20 bucks, 19,980. And 9, yeah, it didn't even hold the high of yesterday. Volume-wise out here, this is what we had. On the NYSE at 902 million. Yesterday, when you're going downtown, we did 1.1 billion. NASDAQ Composite, what do we have with the composite? And the composite out here, we did, composite closed up $27 at 56.42. And volume-wise out here, we did 2.2 billion. So that's a good number on the composite. Yesterday you went down with 2 billion. Today you're going up with 2.2 billion. So you are pushing highs with volume. The Qs closed up 86 cents, trading at 125.43. That had 22 million shares traded. Right now they're trading at 125.53. That would be probably Facebook putting a couple bucks into it. Facebook closed at 133.23. That's trading 136.99. Nothing really heavy there. They made their numbers, no doubt about that. We'll get back to that, but bottom line, that is not a huge jump. Gold contract. What do we have with the gold contract? Gold contract, folks, rejected lower price, had lighter volume. We're at 12.11. This contract looks like it wants to make the run up to this 12.58, 12.61 area. Silver, same type of setup in the silver market. What we have with silver is trading at 17.54. Now, what silver did is this. Silver took out its swing point, a B point of an ABC structure up, took it out with volume yesterday. Nice move. Silver has an ABC structure on the way up of $18 and some change. I expect what you're actually going to see is that silver is going to make its way up to this $19.10 mark. Notes, the 10-year note, what do we have with the notes? Notes and bonds also rejected lower price, had lighter volume, all of the above. Notes and bonds continue to want also higher price. The 10-year note out here today, we did 1.4 million contracts. That was going against 2.1 million from yesterday. Rejected lower price. This thing is set up to make a run up to the 127.07 area. And right now, you're at 124.10. There's no doubt you got to take out the swing points first of 125.13, but it's a nice setup. 30-year, same type of setup as the 10. Went down today, rejected lower price, had lighter volume, closed at the highs of the day. We hit 149.23 on the way down. We did volume out here of 264,000. You were going into 338. This 30-year, right now at 150.17. That wants to get into 155.13. And good old King Dollar. King Dollar, folks, is a very large ABC structure on the way down. It took out the B point yesterday, took it out with volume. Right now, you're at 99. Let's see, 99. Where is she? Come on, baby. There she is. 99,680. We went down yesterday with 57,000 contracts. Took out that B point with 35,000. That's setting up a 96 and 950. ABC structure on the way down. It looks to me that this baby actually wants to get into the area of 95. We took off from the 95 area. It looks like that's exactly where that baby wants to go topside once again. If we go back to Facebook for a second, let's take a look at what's happening with Facebook. Facebook closed at 133.23. That's trading at 136.70. QRVO. Let's see what this is. So. This closed at 64.55. This is trading at 56. That's getting toasted and roasted. SFLY Shutterfly closed at 51.77. That is trading at 43.50. So there's some destruction after the market closes out here. No two ways about it. The numbers on Facebook. The bottom line is the numbers look pretty good. $3 on Facebook, though, is nothing, folks. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now closed up 26. NASDAQ was up 27. S&Ps were flat. We're going to be right back, folks.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go to Mike in Cape Cod. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Not too bad. Hey, I was just looking at STM and seeing if you could give me an idea on a good entry point.
Let's take a look at it. So STM, let's see. So this is microelectronics firm. They develop market semiconductor integrated circuits. The low for the year is $5.11. The high is $13.74, which is today, I believe.
Yep.
Okay, so let's see. So this has been on a tear, no doubt. It's just doubled in price in 5 months, right?
Yeah, so that's why I don't want to jump on right now. I wanted to see a lot of support around 10, I think. But
let's see. Oh, this is a big consolidation. Interesting, man. Okay, so if we bring this back on a monthly, what you're going to see, this has been a consolidation since, August of 08. This is strong, man. Holy cow. Okay, so you're going into the top of the consolidation, and you're going with volume. That's setting up 13,821. Interesting. Okay, so I would definitely wait for a retracement, but this is definitely a strong stock, too. I mean, this looks like it's going to break topside and, run up to $19.50, man.
Yeah, it does look good. I mean, would you think be putting a little on it now and a little on it later?
I wouldn't, just because it's like, oh man. I mean, it just went up 100%. I know what you're saying, but it's like.
I hear you.
And it's just one of those deals that, yes, it wants to go higher, but your risk versus your reward in your money management just isn't in place to get into that equity right now.
I understand. Well, where would you think to take a look at it? Where would you?
I mean, just even. Well, here, let me do this another way. If I put this. Yeah, this thing just doesn't look like it's going to pull back. But even when they look like that, they pull back. I mean, it's going to, we know that it's that 928 mark. The 928 mark is the number, but this is because it's been in a consolidation so long. What you're hearing from me, this has been building cause for quite a while. You can see it, like when you go back to January of 2015. See the volume expand there. The volume expanded again October of this year, as it was pushing up into higher price. When you're pushing a swing point with volume, it's big. And this, we did 97 million shares versus the swing of 66 million. So that's saying it wants to go. Here, let me just look at something. 1 second. When they coming out? 426. Well, if you put a stop in, no, wait. You gotta wait, man. I would just wait. I just wait. Even at 1167, $2 down, then put a stop underneath it. You gotta wait. It's expanded itself way too much, man. It looks good though.
Appreciate it. All right, thank you.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe
Bye-bye.
one. Let's go to Tim in Minneapolis. Hey, Tim, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, this is Jim, Minneapolis.
Hey, Jim, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm getting fired up. About 5 weeks away from the Anna Maria trip we do every year down there. So
that's hard to believe that March is 5 weeks away. Oh my God, that's crazy.
I know, it's unbelievable. I'm fired up though. It's going to be a lot of fun again this year. So.
Yep. Cool.
I was just gonna FYI for the listeners on the TFNN.mobi.
Yes.
I had to go into I have an iPhone. I had to go in and clear all my history out of my phone and then go back to the website and then refire it up, and then it worked.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. We'll put we'll put that out. That's great. That's great information for us. Okay.
Yeah. Because it wasn't working, like your other listener was saying, and then I had to go in. And actually, one of your producers told me that earlier this morning. I called in and asked him. He said, "Here's what you do." So
that's good.
Anyway,
I really appreciate it. Because what happened, folks? Mobi went down. One of our servers went down last week. It was down for 2 days, which is a real problem. We got it fixed, but then evidently, as Jim just said, and as the listener said earlier, it wasn't still working. But we know it's working on our side. But I'll put a note out as to how to make sure that it can work. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, Tom, I just had a question on this GKOS. I own it, around $34. It's had a nice sign of strength again here on Monday. I'm just wondering how much legs this thing has got.
Let's take a look. So they manufacture, market medical devices for the treatment of glaucoma. The low's $14.25. The high's $41.43. Oh, interesting. Here you go. Okay. So you got an ABC up. 41. Yeah, good. Okay, so 33.17. 7. That gets you 44. So 44.50 is your confirmed ABC up. Now, if we bring this back a bit. Oh, okay. So 3.5 million. Okay, so what you'd love to see, I don't think you're going to get more than 3.5 million this week, but if you did, it would be really great, because then you'd get 39. If I take the top 39 and take the bottom 28, that's going to give you $49, man. So you get the ABC to 44, but it looks like 49 could be game too, man. You get some action here, man.
Yeah, it's been fun so far. I'm just trying to get a position not a position, but just maybe once it gets around that 44, based on what you're seeing with volume, maybe put a stop under it and see.
That's right. Take it off so you use that money for Santa Maria Island, man. Anna Maria Island.
Yeah. I'm gonna go out and do some grouper fishing with the pole.
Seriously. That's awesome, man. Okay, man.
All right, brother.
Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye. If we go over to Facebook, folks, we look at a few of these numbers here. So Facebook, let's see what numbers came out. Facebook closed at 133.26. It's trading at 136.30, and the high is 133.50, I think. Let me see. So this is going to get over its highs tomorrow. The real question is it going to hold? Numbers go like this on Facebook. Let's see what they say. Facebook, fourth quarter revenue climbed more than forecast, driven by advertisers' continued push to reach consumers. The world's largest social media company said sales jumped 51%, amazing, to $8.81 billion, topping the $8.51 billion average analyst projection. Monthly active users on the main social network reached 1.86 billion. 1.23 billion of them checking daily, and 1.7 billion accessing via their smartphones. Facebook now is the number 2 in mobile advertising behind Google. Instagram, so check this out. This is pretty. So they own Instagram also. Instagram now has 600 million users. Facebook and Google are the 2 foundational elements for all digital advertising. There's no doubt that they're grabbing it all. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Facebook is, basically the bullish call out here, and you get a couple that are getting destroyed. We're going to be right back, folks.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how EverBank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? EverBank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? EverBank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. EverBank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
TFNN has put together the finest live programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 9 hours a day starting at 8 a.m. as John Logan kicks us off each trading day with the Global Market Pulse. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Mondays and Fridays, catch live trading on the Nadex platform with host Tom and Tommy O'Brien, along with Daryl Martin on the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go to Shutterfly. So Shutterfly came out with numbers. This is a photo-related social expression e-commerce website. That closed at $51.77. That is trading at 43.91. So let's see what they have to say. Okay, so the revenue estimate was 584 million. They took in 561, so they missed it there. Earnings per share, the estimate was 282. They made 263. Full year revenue increased 7% year over year to 1.13 billion. That's pretty amazing. You got a photo site taking in 1.13 million. Anyway, full income for the net year is going to be 15.9 million. Bottom line is that the stock is getting hammered. So let's see. That's down $6.50. Well, that's down 15%. We take a look at it. Oh, this is a personality stock. Okay, so this is a classic. So if you want to see something that, you come up to a swing point, you test it with light volume, and after a downdraft, and it just gets taken apart. So this got taken apart September also. September it goes from 51 to 42. This is September of 2016. Makes it all the way back up to the 53 area, light volume, and just gets taken apart again. And we do take a look at this, and we put this on a much longer basis. This has been in the same consolidation since 2013, so pretty intense. QRVO. This is a high-performance integrated chip site. So this baby here closed at $64.55. That's trading at 59. And that's also going into a downdraft from July of 2015. That's when it went from $71 to $57. Let's see what they have to say. So this company here, the estimate was $1.25. They made $1.35. So they made their numbers. Revenue the estimate was $821. They made $825. So they also made that. Bottom line, let's see what they don't like. Okay, third quarter revenue is $826 million. Gross margin was 37%. Operating income was $61 million. Oh, after all that, and the loss per share was 62 cents. So they lost money. That's pretty wild. That's on a GAAP basis. On a non-GAAP basis, little less revenue, but still no profit. During the quarter, they released revenue grew 34% year over year on their mobile products. Bottom line is that they're basically taking that apart too. CRUS, which is Cirrus Logic, that closed at $63.96. That's trading at 59. We take a look at this. This is just broken out today. This is interesting. So this closed yesterday at 58, went to 63. Now it's at 59. See what they're having to say. Is this just trading off something? No, okay, they just come out with numbers too. So the estimate was earnings per share was $1.63. They made $1.87. Their revenue estimate was $495. They made $523. Well, there's something in here. This is pretty wild because what you do have is that forecast midpoint. Okay, so Cirrus Logic, fourth quarter revenue, 300 to, okay, so what it is, it's pushing forward saying what they're going to do. They had an estimate of $333 million for this quarter coming in, and now they only plan $300 million to $340. Their gross margin was 48%. They're still going to do the 48%. Bottom line is that they're definitely, it looks to me like that's going to also end up being a failure of a breakout, and that's always a little bit dangerous. This thing just broke out today, got over the $62. Now you're back at 59. Some of the high volume stocks out here today, and we'll actually let's take a look at the market, because the NYSE didn't have high volume. The NYSE yesterday we went down on 1.1 million. Today you're up at 902. Now the composite, different animal. The composite, we did 2.2 billion. You get down on 2 billion yesterday. You go back up on 2.2 billion. What we did have out here is that now you have the NASDAQ that actually is pushing into the high of last week, and you get some juice behind it. So I suspect it's going to try to go test it, which is the 59.69. Now, what's going to be tough for the NDX 100 is that you had Apple put the juice today into the NDX 100, meaning the strength because of the high equity weighting, and Apple also had the high equity weighting inside the Dow Industrials. Now, you're not going to get that tomorrow. What you will get is that you'll get Facebook putting a little juice into the NDX 100. But thus far, what has happened with Facebook is that is only up $2 now, where it had been up $4. So the longer that can't catch a big bid, because it certainly didn't catch the big bid, then what's going to happen out here tomorrow, folks, is that you're going to have, the QRVO put some downward pressure. You're going to have, a few other stocks put downward pressure that are down right now, and then it's going to be all about Amazon. So Amazon tomorrow coming out with the numbers. Amazon's trading at $832. That was up $880 today. And we'll see whether Amazon pushes with volume tomorrow. What has happened right now is that it certainly wasn't pushing with volume out here today. If we go take a look at Rio for one of the tigers out here. So this is Rio Tinto. This is a large international mining company. They mine just about everything in the dirt. The low's 22, the high's 46. It's traded at $45.44. Okay, so this little baby is making its way. Yeah, it's making its way up to 47. That's how it's set up. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow finished up 26. NASDAQ up 27. S&Ps were flat. We're going to be right back, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. We go take a look at the NDX. Well, first the Qs. So Qs out here. Why the Qs? Well, what you had is that you had the composite itself stop pushing with volume. Now, that being said, the Qs are not pushing with volume. The Qs, we did 22 million shares today. You're going into 25 million. Now, I suspect that we're going to try to get, well, we'll get to that high. We're right next to it, 125.92. We'll see how it handles that high tomorrow and see if we can get the juice in it with the Facebook numbers. The small caps out here today gave it up on price. Had lighter volume. We did 29 million shares on the IWM. You got to a price point out here of 136.87, and then you closed out at 135.15. So the small caps, bottom line, saying that it wants to go back down to the 133.24. Now, what we had done on Monday, folks, is this. Monday, when you came down, we came down with some good volume. The small caps in particular yesterday did reject lower price and lighter volume. Today, you got over both of those prices, closed under both of them. You closed under the high of yesterday as well as the high of Monday. And that sets up, guess what? That sets up a rundown to a lower price. The SPY, inside the SPY, what we did with the SPY, a SPY got to a price point out here. Well, the SPY went sideways. The SPY is a toss-up. It did test the December 14th level, I believe. Is that the, let's see, 14th? Yeah, it was the 14th. We did get to 228.59. You had 78 million shares versus, and you closed at 227.62. So you failed on price, failed on volume there. Bottom line, though, you get a sideways move. We get into some of the sectors. You get into the energy sector. Energy looks to me like you got an ABC structure on the way down. Actually, 1 second. Monday, did it do it? 15 million. No, you didn't do it. So Monday, you had broke the swing point, broke it with light volume, so it's not an ABC down. What we have had inside the energy sector is continued lower price. It looks like this thing wants to make its way down to the 69.88 area. Right now, you're at 72. So that'll put some pressure on the markets. We're going to take a look at JP Morgan Chase. JPM, that's still hanging at the highs. JP Morgan is 84.95. We take a look at Bank of America, BAC. That's still hanging at the highs. That's at 22.89. We take a look at Citigroup. Citigroup is building. So Citigroup is the weaker of those three that we just brought up. So Citigroup looks like it's going to make a run for this $54. Right now you're at 56. The high in Citigroup is 61. Berkshire Hathaway. Now Berkshire Hathaway is the largest weighting structure inside the XLF, and that went topside last week, but yet didn't have big volume yet. So Berkshire. Oh, I see. Interesting. So you want to see something wild. Berkshire has a seller at like 164. So you had a seller off the top on December 16th. The high of that day is 166. The low is 164. So you have a seller at 164. You gapped up last week right to the 164. You couldn't handle it. And the last 5 days, that's exactly where it's been. Little by little, they're offloading equity at that price. It's like that's a nice price to offload it to. It's a big number. You know, because when you take a look at Berkshire Hathaway in 2009 was $44. Now you're at $167. Big number. No two ways about that. Take a look at Walmart. We go over to Walmart. Walmart's trading $66.23. This equity continues to break down. If we take a look at this on it's trying to make it back inside the 63. This is going to be wild if it makes it back inside 63. So Walmart, folks, man, it's already done it. Yeah, Walmart's in trouble. So check this out. Walmart, if you remember, was in a consolidation, and the consolidation that it was in, this is remarkable, actually. This is going to be a lesson in retailing, man. Okay, so Walmart started a consolidation in October of 1999. That consolidation, folks, went all the way over to May of 2012. And then it broke out. So you're talking about 13-year consolidation. It breaks out now. When it broke out with light volume. So, I mean, remember, when this happened, it's like, okay, we'll see, we'll go back inside. Will it go back inside? Well, what ends up happening? It stays outside. And then if you want to see a setup technically how, when you have a false break, either above or false break below. On a false break above, you go over the highs. You stay over the highs. In this case, we stayed over the highs for a good year and a half, maybe longer than that. Let's see. So we went over the highs May of 2012, and we came back in August. Yeah, so we stayed over the highs for 2.5 years. And then what do? As we come back inside the highs, it was vicious. The volume exploded. You know, normally this thing does 176 million a month. It exploded up to 374. So it gets back inside the range. Does a counter trend bounce, goes back outside it again with light volume, now it comes back inside it. When you do something like that, two different things end up happening. Number one, technically it's saying it's going to go to the bottom of the range. And the bottom of this range is $42. The real kicker is going to be, does it break down and then go right back to where everything started? But this is a heads up, and I know that we all know this from the retail business in general, that Amazon is taking everyone apart. And it's just that extra increment, I'd say, on the Walmart deal. You know, you have all the stores out there. They have inexpensive prices. Bottom line is that they can't get their web up to the point that Amazon can. In fact, I don't think anyone's going to be able to do that because the amount of stuff that they're putting on. And that's just saying that they're going to have a lot harder time. And if you want to see the company, I mean, Walmart compared to Amazon, the difference is dramatic when you look at the numbers. But we'll see how long that lasts. So Walmart takes in $485 billion a year. Now that $485 billion, if we go back to 2013, it was $469 billion. So you can see they're not growing, right? 469 to 485. Now watch this when you pull up Amazon. This is where this gets really bizarre. On Amazon, what we see is this. They take in this year $168 billion. Well, in 2013, they were taking in $74 billion. So they went from $74 billion to $168 billion, where Amazon is just staying at $485 billion. So you can see another 5 years, Amazon's going to probably be at 320, 330. If Walmart is at the same place, when you're a public company, folks, you either grow or die. That's the heaviest part about being a public company is that the public, meaning it's just being a public company, you have to continue to grow. And we all know that you can't continue to grow. At some point, the cycles kick in. You stay right there. We'll be coming right back. Dow finished up 26, NASDAQ up 27, S&P's flat. We'll get right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at tfnn.com.
Welcome back, folks. We go back to Facebook. So Facebook's still hanging tough there. It's up $3. That's not going to be enough to put real jazz. It's not going to be like the Apple being up today, putting real juice inside the Dow and inside the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ had it going. Inside the Dow Industrials, you can see the Dow is still only up 26 points because there were so many other Dow stocks that were downtown. Tomorrow, Amazon's going to be the number out here. We'll see where that shakes out. Inside, what you are going to have out here tomorrow also is that some of the chip makers who have been on a tear, it looks like a few of their numbers come out. The numbers don't look bad. The numbers look pretty good, but the bottom line is that they're selling them off. They're selling off Cirrus Logic. That was closed at $63.96. That's at $60 right now. And I guess the real culprit out here is QRVO. That closed at $64.55. That's trading at $59. Bottom line is that will put somewhat pressure inside that sector out here. Notes. The notes and bonds, folks, it's going to be intriguing to see how these babies shake out, because what we did have in both the note and bond market out here. Oh, okay, so the Federal Reserve also, folks, today, end of a 2-day meeting, come out, status quo, that's the bottom line, said, things are going cool. This meeting here did not have a press conference with it, so the market wasn't expecting, bottom line, nothing new, and they absolutely got nothing new. The bottom line is that they turned around. Let's see. So they're saying that Federal Reserve officials left interest rates unchanged while acknowledging rising confidence among consumers and businesses following Donald Trump's victory. Maybe they wrote that a couple of weeks ago, folks. Measures of consumer and business sentiment have improved of late. The Federal Market Open Committee said in a statement Wednesday following the two-day meeting. The Fed provided little direction when it might next raise borrowing costs as officials grapple with the uncertainty created by the new presidential administration. Policymakers in December penciled 3 rate hikes. They might be penciling in 3 rate hikes, folks, but when you go over and when you actually take a look at the 10-year bond, thus far, TYH, is not going along with that. At this particular point, what we had out here is that you had a rejection of lower price, you had lighter volume, all of the above. This 10-year looks like it wants to go higher once again, and higher in price means lower in yield. Right now, the 10-year is trading at 2.47. It's not bad. We go look at the 30-year. 30-year is at 3.074. So the low for the past year inside the 30-year was 2%. The high is 3.1%. We take a look at that same structure, TWB. We take a look at that structure in the 10-year, and we go back for the year. The low was 1.3. The high was 2.5. So you can see that the 10-year, which, is the rate that many loans are based on, that baby's got put some real percentage gains on top of it. Right now we did back off the 2.597. Right now you're at 2.472. And it looks to me like that's going to back down a bit more. Overnight here in Japan, the Nikkei will be open tonight. Nikkei looks like it wants a lower price. The Shanghai market, that's closed until Friday. That's a Chinese New Year out here. That will open on Thursday. Or Thursday night is our Friday, yes. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night. Have a safe night. Look forward to speaking here right here tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.